All right, guys, got a little news on Karen Bass here. Check it out. She's talking about the homeless. Oh, and Nityha Raman too. But I got her website up. And I'm gonna scroll down slow so you guys can read it because she's talking trash, talking about how Karen Bass is horrible with the homeless, but she's in charge of the homeless. So just check it out.
Homeless living on the streets of Los Angeles is going up for the first time in 2 years following a decline. And the new data may very well impact the race for LA mayor. News 18 correspondent Courtney Friel, she joins us live from Skid Row in downtown Los Angeles with the trends we are tracking right now. Courtney.
Hi, Kelly. The overall increase may look small on paper, but the view from the sidewalk is much harder to shrug off, especially here on Skid Row, where it always looks like nothing is being done. This annual count found more than 45,000 people experiencing homelessness in the city of Los Angeles, which is up 3.4% from last year. Countywide, the number rose 1.2% to about 73,000 unhoused. But the most alarming number may be the one showing who is still outside. Unsheltered homelessness in the city, meaning people sleeping outdoors or in vehicles, jumped 7.9%. That means more than 2,100 additional people were counted living outside, and it ends 2 straight years, as you mentioned, of declines that city leaders had pointed to as proof Los Angeles was finally turning a corner. LA Mayor Karen Bass blames federal and state funding cuts along with higher costs that are pushing more families to the edge. The county agency LASA says a bottleneck in time-limited rental subsidies also slowed the move from temporary shelter into permanent housing.
We have dealt with unbelievable uncertainty from the federal government. Our money was cut half, 50% by Sacramento, the changes that are taking place in the county. But what I disagree with is that people should stay on the street until we get housing built.
I'm gonna stop it right there for a quick second, guys. You can check out Nityha Raman's website. All the reports, I'm not gonna go through them all. But you know they're all fudged and it's misleading. But you hear what the news is saying. And if you're out there living around it, we know that it's not cleaned up. But all right, here we go.
Homelessness has been at the center of Mayor Bass's first term. The latest poll out by UC Berkeley and the LA Times shows Bass trailing her only competitor, Councilwoman Nityha Raman, 32% to 28%, which is still within the poll's margin of error, Kelly.
Right. And so, Courtney, what are the implications then essentially for Karen Bass's reelection campaign?
Well, it takes what was supposed to be her strongest argument and turns it into her biggest vulnerability. Bass had been campaigning on 2 consecutive years of declines, arguing
The fact that the news can find, let me back it up for you guys a little bit. Homeless encampments in the back of this lady talking tells you everything you need to know about these 2 people. They robbed the other guy out of his vote. And now we got to vote between these 2 clowns. Make that make sense. Spencer Pratt had to win, but they cheated him out of it. But look at this, man. This is hilarious. Look at this. The whole block has homeless. There's a homeless man walking right here. Make that make sense. How crazy is that? All right, let's get it. This is what we vote for. We supposed to vote back in Karen Bass or this socialist who's in charge of the homeless right now. So either one of them not gonna fix anything. But we love it out here. We love it. Or they cheat, either one.
Bass had been campaigning on 2 consecutive years of declines, arguing that her efforts to move people off the streets were working. And now she has to explain why the number is moving in the wrong direction just months before the November 3rd runoff. Raman already seizing on the results.
The council can pass legislation, the council can move motions forward, but it is the mayor that has charge of implementation and outcomes.
No. You're on camera.
Raman says City Hall has spent hundreds of millions of dollars without creating enough permanent housing or lasting accountability. She's also pointing to a reported 49% drop in street homelessness inside her own council district, while the citywide number rose nearly 8%. This count is a one-night estimate, not a perfect census. LASA also says the city and county increases are not large enough to be considered statistically.
Did you hear her there? She said a one-night analytic analysis that she's doing. Like a one-night survey shows that. But we can look around with our own eyes out here in California and see that it ain't happening. But hey, we love it.
Significant, but as we know, campaigns are typically won on whether voters believe their city looks and feels better. So the next fight will be over money and whether LA can restart those stalled housing placements before another year of progress slips away. And politically, both Bass and Raman now have to convince voters that they can do more than just move the numbers and instead move more people into homes. Kelly.
Right, shaping up to be an interesting race. All right, Courtney Friel reporting live in downtown LA. Courtney, thank you.
Thank you for watching.
So what do you guys think about that? That's pretty crazy that the dudes can find homelessness like this. And that's pretty much every block in LA, especially downtown LA. And we got these two clowns to vote for. They put them up in front of us. So we either go with the liar that said that she is cleaning up homelessness, or the liar that said she's cleaning up the homelessness. I mean, what do you do? You vote evil or you vote evil? And then they talk about it's unaffordable. Our taxes just went up 0.5%. I did a video on that. There's the other 2% tax coming that in November that they want to put on the ballot. That I did a video on that, but they're going to take all of our money and do what with it? Give it to these outfits that do nothing for the homeless and just make their pockets fat. And here we lie, having to walk through this stuff right here to get to work or go to. Have you been to a park in LA County or San Bernardino County? Have you? It's all homelessness. Make it make sense. If you guys like this type of content, please like, comment, most importantly, subscribe. Thanks for watching.